Tyler Perry.
Yeah, man.
He was one of the first. I mean, he started out with these DVDs. Madea.
The plays.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And I think I've got every last one of his DVDs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I remember bringing them home and showing them to my sister. My sister laughing. My mom was laughing. My grandmother thought they were hilarious. And he takes Madea and turns it into what it became. And we see what he has become.
Huge.
What's it like? I mean, you shoot at his studio, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've shot at his studio. I've had office at his studio. You know, he's my brother and my friend. You know, what he has done is really changed the game.
Right.
Because before Tyler, there was not a filmmaker that owned a studio outside of Hollywood that Hollywood had to take seriously.
Right.
Black, white, or other. And for him to create, and in Atlanta, he has a studio that is on par with any of the Hollywood studios. Big. So I'm talking hundreds of acres.
Right.
If you ain't been there, we got to get you down there to check it out.
I got to check it out. Because it's on the old military.
Base. That's right. Yeah. It was an Army base that was not being used, and he took over. The Army base was like 400+ acres. He has 300 of them as his studio. He built it. Everything is top-notch, top of the line. And he did that, as you said, off of Madea. Your aunts and family, sister, cousins, y'all, they weren't the only one laughing. He touched a nerve within the black community. People saw themselves and the family members they knew. Everybody had a Madea, an uncle, a crazy
and that's how they talk too.
That's how, and they would. He said, I'm not sugarcoating it, but give it to you straight.
You said something, and I heard you said, you know, I realized that I wasn't making a movie for the front row. I was making a movie for back there.
Yes.
He's learned that early on.
Yes.
That blacks, okay, that's what I'm making a movie for them.
Yeah.
They love this. I'm making, and everybody like, man, I'm sure Hollywood at the time didn't take him serious
at all.
But like, ain't nobody gonna a 6'4" man dressing up, and nobody's gonna buy it.
Yes.
And then before they knew it, he was wildfire. He had caught fire.
Yes.
And the blaze was too big to put out.
That's correct.
So now they got to take him serious. Now they want to do business with him.
Absolutely. That's how. Like I said, Hollywood calls when you make money without him. He did something that that I admire and that I've done also in my career, which is put people in positions that they haven't seen themselves. Right. Call it underserved audiences and underserved experiences. And people saw themselves and people they knew on screen in a different way with Tyler's movies and some of my movies as well. And that's an opportunity that traditional Hollywood did not care about until it became profitable.
Right.
They weren't making movies, you know, the Think Like a Man's and Girls Trips and Tyler stuff and some of these other, that wasn't something Hollywood had done frequently.
Right.
Because they didn't see the value in it.
Right.
But you had big audiences that said, we want to see ourselves.
Right.
We want to laugh, cry, and everything in between.
Correct.
And so it's up to filmmakers like myself to go out there and force Hollywood to pay attention by showing that there's an economic viability to that audience. That our audience is one of the most persuasive, loud, influential audiences, and especially black women.
Right.
That's what they do, and other people follow them because they have to, because they're so loud. They're like, "What are they talking about over there? I got to go find it." You know, Girls Trip wouldn't have made the money it made off of just black people.
Yeah, but they be talking in the movie too, though, Will. Yeah, child. Whoa. You not in the bar beauty shop. Yo, you can't be doing that.
I can't say nothing because my wife is one of the worst offenders. How the producer's wife gonna be in the movie? I took her to see, there was a movie called Be Quiet. What's the movie? Quiet Place. Quiet Place, the whole point of the movie, Shannon Sharpe, is you have to be quiet or the aliens will hear you and kill you.
Right.
So we in the movie and everybody's nervous on the edge of their seats. You can barely hear the popcorn. Cut to Mrs. Pack. Oh no, don't go, get out of there. Don't go in there. Baby, Jesus Christ, I'm so embarrassed. Baby, hush, what do you think? No, did you see that? Did you? It's a quiet movie. My wife is a stereotypical black woman in the movie. I can't take her. I'd be like, baby, we're gonna watch it on streaming.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.